beautiful nerds of the world, Torok at your service, and welcome to another Death Battle reaction video. This time we're having Guts from Berserk versus Dimitri from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Two black swordsmen who, well, not really a swordsman, because Dimitri has a spear, and Guts has the Dragon Slayer. It's too big to be called swordsman. It's been a while since good old Guts has been in Death Battle, right? I feel like this is the third time I'm saying this in a row. I wonder why. Jokes aside, Guts' return was inevitable. I mean, he's the favorite character of Chad James, who is the voice of Boomstick, and a very important person for the crew of for the Death Battle crew. So it makes sense that he was gonna come back eventually. The only question was when and against who. And honestly, I kind of respect that, which, we're just gonna jump to. How do I know these characters? I don't know jack shit about Guts and what he's about, and I don't know about Berserk. I only know from Guts vs. Nightmare, which was the prior Death Battle episode, and from what I understand of the guy, I respect the man. I respect the Dragon Slayer. I also have my own taste for weapons that are way too big and heavy for the human physique. So he's in high esteem. He's a good guy. I would invite him to get a beer or something. I think he needs it. I think he kind of needs it though. The guy's been through a lot. Okay, but enough about Guts. Let's talk about our first representatives of Fire Emblem. Let's talk about, finally, Fire Emblem in Death Battle. This is so exciting because I do not know jack shit about Fire Emblem. I think I know Fire Emblem like most people do, which is from Super Smash Bros. And Super Smash Bros, they love their Fire Emblem characters, right? Random YouTuber reacting to Violet and Smash. And aside from that, I kinda don't know anything about Fire Emblem either. I've never played any of their games. I've never played Three Houses. I looked up some stuff for the purposes of this reaction, but this is really the limit of my understanding. So when it comes to my opinion as to who I think would win right now, it's kind of blurry. I've seen a lot of people saying that Dimitri would win, and is apparently snopes in stats, which is really surprising because Fire Emblem, from my very little understanding of it always struck me as a franchise that doesn't really shine by its power fantasy, so to speak. It's more because of its it's because of its tactic and its universe full of rich houses and management of armies and countries and the conflicts and wars and not necessarily. It's kind of like Game of Thrones. You don't really if you like Game of Thrones, you don't really care about frozen zombies or dragons. You're more here for the political intrigues. You're more here for the harsh aristocratic reality kind of crap. I feel like Fire Emblem was always kind of like Game of Thrones, but the anime version, with less blood and incest, as far as I know. But that's what's surprising about Death Battle, is that sometimes you really love a franchise and they are way more powerful than you suspect them to be. So I'm expecting to be surprised, and maybe Dimitri's gonna win, maybe he won't. I'm rooting for Guts when it comes to familiarity, but it would be a lie to say I care specifically. And just for that, I should probably shut up and watch the video right now. Hello, yes, Torok from the future. I kind of realized while editing this video that I kind of forgot the question of the day. If this is your first time, I have a trope that is like, oh, I ask you a question and you answer me in the comments, and this question is often tied to the characters that are featuring in this episode of Death Battle. And the reason I forgot is because, well, I kind of forgot to find a question in the first place. I want to say, like, yo, what's your house from Three Houses? What do you do every single day? that's a dumb one. No, but yeah, what was your if you played Fire Emblem Three Houses? What was your house? There you go. That's it. Let's go back to watching this video. You're gonna see the next time is really surprising. I feel like this is a trend I'm gonna stop because I struggle every time to find a question these latest episodes. So, we'll see. 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Pa, 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 ta, ta.
Berserk and Dimitri, the savage savior king from Fire Emblem.
Let's go.
Vengeance is an ever malicious force that can turn anyone into a broken, traumatized,
unstoppable one-man army.
Let's go.
Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Make sure everything's recorded.
In
There
the
you go.
realm of Midland, life really sucks all around. Demons run rampant.
If you notice that I sound differently, I'm using a different way of recording myself as usual.
until
So,
walking into the torment comes a stranger clad in black.
if you notice any different in
Humongous sword.
in how I sound, please notice. Please, tell me. Or, don't if it's fine for you.
With a simple but fitting name.
Guts.
But what is it that makes Guts so terrifying?
And yes, they did the "it's too big to be called a sword" joke.
Shit, fair warning.
Born from his mother.
I noticed that.
recently
Don't
hanged
worry.
corpse, Guts was taken in by a mercenary band led by Gambino.
Who definitely isn't winning Father of the Year. Gambino
Yeah.
put Guts through the ringer, training him with swords way too big for him before putting him into live combat at only 9 years old.
Training with such large swords made Guts inhumanly strong, but he needed a different
Just
kind
like
of strength to endure the horrendous
apostles, demons, the church, and Griffins!
He murdered the bastard in
Puck
self-defense.
reluctantly
He deserved it, trust
likes
me.
fighting
With
Casca,
no home
fighting
or
Casca.
family to speak of,
24,
Guts aimlessly
marked
wandered
with
for
breath of
years as a
sacrifice.
lone mercenary.
until he caught the eye of the ambitious
2 meters and 4,
Impressed by
2
Guts'
meters and
bold
4,
battle
goddamn.
prowess and blunt honesty, Griffith wanted him. So Guts joined his mercenary group, the Band of the Hawk.
Where
In the original Japanese text, Band of Hawk is the Band of the Falcon.
perfect
Okay.
captain. The dude was hard
Didn't know
enough
that.
to fight 100 enemy soldiers on his own, and
Damn.
even helped end a 100-year-long war, all while earning respect and glory with Griffith and his group.
For the first time, Guts found true friends and comrades to rely on.
But when Griffith realized he couldn't keep Guts at his side, really, really bad things happened.
Upon the eclipse, Griffith summoned a bunch of demons, became a super demon himself, and sacrificed Guts' new friends to the abyss. If that wasn't bad enough, he marked Guts with a demonic brand, then raped his girlfriend Casca, forcing Guts to watch as his eye was split open and he was forced to tear off his own arm.
Jesus.
Really bad things.
Guts
That
barely
origin
escaped
story,
life. He
that
was
origin,
brutally
that
murdered
origin never
every
gets
demon, down to the
any
last
less
one.
traumatizing.
No small task, even for him.
And every big task needs even bigger weapons. Guts' bread and butter is the enormous
Dragon Slayer!
6.5 feet long and weighing over 300 pounds,
God
Dragon
damn.
Slayer is absurd. In Guts' hands, it can cleave through plated armor and even demons with skin of corundum, a real-life metal that is harder than steel.
Damn.
Since Guts is made
Oh, let's go! He's got the Dragon Slayer.
last time, Dragon Slayer was exposed to so much demonic blood that it exists on the astral plane, meaning it can harm any supernatural monster. God, this thing's heavy.
Guts also carries a collection of explosives and throwing knives, but I'm partial to his mechanical arm, complete with a
Yeah, of course he would
invention of
like-
a repeater
he would like
crossbow
it.
and a secret cannon.
God, that's neat and all, but they aren't as awesome as Dragon Slayer here. God, how does he do this? Okay, the repeater crossbow is pretty cool. It can fire a volley of 4 to 5 bolts per second, making it the go-to option for mowing down groups of bad guys. And hey, if you gotta lose your hand, replacing it with a goddamn super gun is the way to go.
Yeah.
Demons are afraid of this thing. See ya, Snakeface!
With his collection of weapons and indomitable will, Guts slaughtered everyone and everything in his way.
Be it an army of trolls, a supersonic elf fairy, or some Bible thumper whose blows were like cannons.
But while Guts took the physical challenges in stride, his mental strife was a different story.
He had demons to deal with, literally and figuratively, always tormented by his inner beast of darkness.
Guts tried to shoulder this trauma alone, even for a time leaving behind Casca, who survived but was mentally broken. Nothing would replace the comrades Guts lost during the eclipse. However, through his resilience, he eventually saw the dangerous path he was on, and so reunited with Casca and eventually came to depend on new companions.
Including pretty boy Serpico. He doesn't look like much, but the guy is fast enough to dodge lightning at speeds over 100 times faster than sound. And Guts has kept up with him more than once.
And thanks to the witch Flora, Guts got his deadliest and riskiest asset, the Berserker armor.
Oh boy!
Let's go!
By shutting down all mental limitations, this armor gives Guts a huge amp in strength. Pain means nothing to him now, and it even heals injuries.
Damn, that game looks...
Wait, did I say heal? What I meant was it pierces his torn flesh and broken bones together so he can fight until the actual last drop of blood left his body.
That game looks fun, actually. It looks
risky. Donning the armor
it looks good.
Disastrous for him more than once.
Yeah, when he's in a stitched up rage, the beast of darkness is gnawing on his mind, tempting him to go berserk. Bam! Title drop.
Guts' capacity is a sight to behold. He's held back a demonic dragon, withstood being impaled, and even teamed up with a fabled demon swordsman to take down an apostle that can channel lightning.
And sliced up a cloud dude in the rawest manga panel ever.
Let's
Just
go.
Look at it. If that's not badass enough for you, he once killed a giant sea god from the inside.
With its wail, this behemoth created a storm that covered an entire island. The kinetic energy of such a storm is immense. Gauging the size of the island, the energy required to induce such a storm would need to exceed 600 kilotons of TNT.
Yeah, that's right. Guts gutted a sea monster whose shout was a natural disaster.
He needed to do that and much more to reach Elfhelm, where Casca's lost sanity was finally returned. Things were looking up for the legendary Black Swordsman.
But that bastard Griffith just wouldn't leave him alone.
Oh,
no matter
god damn
how
it.
tragic his tale becomes, Guts will persevere for his allies, both past and present.
He has new friends, a renewed heart, a badass sword, and the last thing any man, demon, or god wants to do is mess with him. Fuck yeah!
Let's go. Alright, now on to Dimitri.
Lies the holy kingdom of Faerghus.
So lightning speed and 600 kilotons of TNT or so.
Before they can write their own name. Prince Dimitri Alexandra Blathid was no exception.
The kid was a prodigy.
Just likes formalities, fragile object, needle guard,
in part because he was a
eating weeds.
Or someone gifted
Suffers
mystical power through the
guilty
blood of the
vision.
goddess Sothis. Those born with a crest gain anything from
Free.
enhanced magic to superhuman strength.
At 9 years old, Dimitri could lift giant boulders, run across mountains for hours, and constantly broke swords by accident. Most elites who had a crest also had a massive ego, but not Dimitri.
Damn, having a crest
Strong,
sounds
but
cool.
generally kind, like when he gave his childhood friend Edelgard a dagger. An earnest, if odd gift.
Yeah, they sell knives at like carnival fair. It's not the weirdest thing in the world.
Dimitri when a mysterious group murdered his dad and a bunch of knights, burning them all in front of him, and leaving the poor kid with some serious survivor's guilt.
Guilt that only worsened when the country of Duskur was unjustly blamed for the tragedy. Dimitri lamented that he could not stop Faerghus' corrupt nobles.
Don't worry though, when those same nobles rebelled a couple years later, he fought them like a beast, slaying them all with sadistic glee.
This savage side would emerge when Dimitri was reminded of the tragedy he witnessed. Otherwise, his chivalrous charm remained forefront.
With guidance from his dead dad's buddy Rodrigue, Dimitri got into the Garrick Monk Officers Academy.
Okay, this is already getting confusing.
And learned the
That's a lot of characters so far.
Proficient in it, but Dimitri did learn healing and elemental magics.
And I feel like it's gonna get more complicated from there, but you know.
Letting him
It's Fire Emblem, I should expect that.
He learned this and more from everyone's favorite Smash Bros character, Professor Byleth.
Assuming you picked Dimitri's Blue Lions when he played Fire Emblem Three Houses. We're getting a little meta here, but his story turns out very differently depending on the path chosen. Aside from the Blue Lions, there's Edelgard's Black Eagles.
And the Golden Deer, led by the crafty Claude von Regan, aka the Best House.
That band of goofy misfits?
Let's go, we have the debate.
Far more cohesive.
Discourse.
Fear the deer, Wiz.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
Ashen Wolves for life, losers!
Of course,
Ashen Wolves.
Jocelyn picks the Goths.
Anyway, in Dimitri's route, he mastered
I don't know
all
what the
manner of
Ashen Wolf
weaponry,
is.
Lances, swords.
Is that a DLC thing?
Some of these weapons use magic, some use poison, and others are used to slay giant monsters. But all of them made Dimitri an ace at warfare, especially when Byleth taught him some special skills.
The seal movement technique stops foes in their tracks. Frozen Lance skewers enemies with ice, and Swordbreaker boosts evasion against blade users. To top it off, Dimitri can enter an awakened state for even more power.
Dimitri
go.
led his classmates
Damn.
through thick and
He can
thin,
swing
but
fast.
everything changed when he suspected the one behind the tragedy of Dusker was his old dagger friend, Edelgard. Dun dun dun!
Dun dun
In
dun.
Fodlan's oppressive crest system, Edelgard and her empire declared war on Faerghus and the Church of Seiros.
Dimitri could be cruel before, but after this betrayal, he snapped, vowing to kill every last one of them. For 5 years, he slaughtered the enemy, all to appease the voices that called for Edelgard's head.
He's not exaggerating. Dimitri truly believes his dead loved ones cry to him, unable to know peace until he claims vengeance.
As if prince-turned-murderer hobo wasn't scary enough, he wields the ultimate lance, the hero's relic, Eredfar.
Forged
Ah,
from the bones
Far?
of dragon-like Nabateans,
Ered Far?
is much stronger than
Okay.
ordinary metal. It can pierce any armor with its signature move, Atrocity, and only crest bearers can wield it without mutating into a monstrous black beast.
With his lance, Dimitri kept killing, but no bloodshed could calm his mind. He reached peak war crimes, torturing an enemy commander in blind rage.
But when his actions led to Rodrigue making the ultimate sacrifice, Dimitri was broken, terrified of yet another voice haunting him.
Except this
Jesus
time, he had his professor to help him out. We really gotta pay teachers more, y'all.
Dimitri still felt hatred for Edelgard, but looked past it to the friends and kingdom he neglected.
But that's one timeline,
Instead
I
of
think.
killing every last one of them, he would save every last one by retaking Faerghus' capital.
A task this wretch-turned-savior king had the strength to do.
Dimitri has dodged meteors going Mach 60,
Damn.
decimated a squad of soldiers with one spear throw, and defeated a wizard from the magic Illuminati.
This is Talus, whose power shook a futuristic underground city.
And Dimitri just
futuristic?
walked through his
What?
magic like it was nothing.
Dimitri's also more than a match for Edelgard, who, in her route, bested the Archbishop of the Church of Seiros, Rhea.
This is important because after dragging it up, Rhea survived
What?
2 exploding javelins of light, aka magic nukes. Gee,
Damn.
Dimitri can fight on her level?
Indeed, but in the end, despite half a decade of slaughter, Dimitri was hesitant to kill Edelgard, in part from learning she wasn't responsible for the tragedy. Still, both monarchs had ideas for Fodlan that were simply incompatible.
And then Edelgard pulled a fast one with that old dagger present. Dimitri definitely felt that irony.
He didn't like
War
it.
was over, and with his allies at his side, Dimitri claimed his place as a just king.
Unless, you picked a different house.
Yeah.
The story doesn't end very happy in those.
But though the voices of the dead will haunt Dimitri until his final breath, so long as he has his friends, conviction, and compassion for the living, he will find peace.
Alright, pause. Pause. We need prediction time. We didn't talk about... We didn't talk about the power on, We didn't talk about the power on Dimitri's side. That is mighty sus. That is extremely sus. Like, more sus than usual. Just for that, they're gonna be, oh, look at those pillars of light and javelin and stuff. That's actually, like, twice as more powerful, or 1,000,000 times, or whatever, than Guts' roar stuff, so... So I'm gonna have to give the power to Dimitri. Guts seem to be relatively faster, from what I understand, as Guts seem to be pretty on par with, like, lightning speed. Lightning speed and such bullshit. Well, When Dimitri can see is only like meteor level, like Mach 60. How many Mach is a lightning bolt actually? Shouldn't be too much. Shouldn't be too much. So I'm just gonna say, like, I'm just gonna give it to their abilities of what they can do and all that shit. They seem comparable to each other when it comes to like stats. Guts seem to have speed. Dimitri, I suspect that Dimitri is way stronger though, and he could easily like bitch slap Guts, even with all Guts, even with all of Guts's endurance. It would be hard to land a killing blow, despite even with like, because his ranged options are like what, crossbows, bombs, throwing knives, cannons. Now the cannons kind of cool. The cannons and the bombs are kind of cool, but that's not really comparable to, hey, I can summon like lightning storm, plus I can heal myself. I can also freeze you in place, and I can freeze you in place. I can just stop you in your track or whatever. So he seems to have better ways to immobilize Guts and land. Well, I don't want to say land a killing blow necessarily, but damage Guts long enough so that he would have a, so that like, well, bleed out, just bleed Guts out, so that he dies, because that's the concept of the berserker armor. It's that you need to how to defeat a guy in power armor, in berserker armor, is you need to break all of their bones and drop destroy bleed them out until all of blood is spilled. So like, if you have the power to crack the berserker armor and like pierce the heart or some shit like that, like, that's gonna do it, you know? That's gonna do it. There's gonna be no more fuel of blood, and you just have to wait it out. Maybe Guts would be fast enough to also kind of land a killing blow, but if their power and durability are comparable, it's gonna be hard for Guts. I just think, like, despite Guts having a slight edge, having an edge in speed, I feel like Dimitri has a bit too much shit to throw at him, as far as I can tell. There wasn't really that much. How far are we in the video? Only 12 minutes. That's strange. Because maybe it's because they focus a lot on the story this season, which is appreciated. But it leaves me with this thing of, oh, maybe there's not that much information. They don't go through that much information, and maybe I get distracted by the story, and and I kind of forget things. I 100% suspect that Dimitri is tougher. I 100% suspect. Like, they didn't throw any stats when it comes to power output and stuff, so that's kind of sus. That's kind of sus, not gonna lie. But they can both. Plus, they can both pierce armor, because like the Dragon Slayer can just cleave through armor, and Dimitri has a similar thing with atrocities. So again, piercing the hearts, piercing through the berserker armor could be a thing. Yeah, I feel like this one is pretty straightforward. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna say Dimitri, like everyone else seems to do. So sorry, Guts, rooting for you, because you're still a fucking badass. It seems closer than I think it is, or like than it seems closer than what people make it out to be, but well, it's always closer than what people make it out to be because they already have the answer for it themselves. But you know, I like to win my own way, basically. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be. I'm gonna vote for Dimitri. I would be surprised. I would be surprised if Guts. I would be happy if Guts wins, but I'd be also surprised because I feel like Dimitri. They're hiding again. The fact that they don't cover the javelins of lights or like spears of light or whatever, it's extremely sus. It's probably gonna get stronger. So I'm keeping that in the corner of my mind, you know. All right, 3, 2, 1, click. Dimitri, for all possibilities. Did they just meme the shit out of the anime, like the very bad anime? Okay, let's go.
100 men strong. What drives your slaughter? To save the high and mighty crap till you're
Make
dead.
sure this is recording. Okay. Fight! Hoo! Hoo! Okay. The music is so cool, by the way. Ooh! Green spear thing. Crossbow! Pew, 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 pew. Motherfucker! Lightning! That was cool. Oh! Boonk! I love the sound! And this is where the sneak peek ends. Ooh!
I will tear your head from your shoulders. The dead must have their revenge.
Oh! Lightning! Ice! Oh, okay, he's pulling out a lot of tricks. Oh! Ooh! He's pulling out a lot of neat trick, like very early. Oh, it's time for Berserk armor. Oh. Oh, the beast!
Promise, I'll kill them, all of them, down to the last
one! Oh, he looks good! He looks so badass! Awakened form! Let's go! Hoo! Ha! Hoo! Ha! Hoo! Ha! No! Hoo! Pierced! Oh! In the mouth! Hoo! Ha! Hoo! Ha! Hoo! In the head! Enough of this! Feels like he's gonna die. No. He's not. He's moving. He's gonna move. Yeah, it's broken. He's dead. Oh no, come on. Oh!
Still standing?
You bleeded out.
So we're both shackled to the dead. You foul beasts will not have his soul!
He bleeded out! Let's fucking go! Oh, I was so scared!
Scarier, Dimitri the demon, or Guts still standing there.
Yeah!
He was a badass till the end.
Being fast enough to dodge.
Holy
Guts
shit!
actually had a slight speed advantage over Dimitri.
Ah.
Though skills like seal movement and swordbreaker helped Dimitri close the gap.
And while Dimitri
Let's
had
go.
some minor healing magic to fall back on, it wasn't gonna compete with the raw endurance from the Berserker army.
True!
Dimitri's absurd strength and wider pool of weapons and abilities gave him plenty of ways to wear Guts down.
Let's
Against
go.
Dimitri's electricity magic, Guts' sword and armor were vulnerable conductors, making every Clash an opportunity to electrocute him.
Sure, Guts
True.
has defeated lightning callers before, but he needed help. Not to mention, moves like Atrocity can pierce through armored foes, bypassing half the point of wearing the Berserker armor.
Guts could power through some of Eredfar's damage, but he wasn't invincible and could not heal from fatal wounds.
Then there's both fighters' raw power.
Skull
Slaying
Knight
demons
one
is
slash
really
from Wall
impressive,
Street,
obviously, but not always
can't be
on
scaled
par
to
with
this.
magic nukes.
Magic
In
nukes!
Edelgard's
Told
route,
him!
He defeated Rhea, who survived 2 Javelins of Light. In Dimitri's route, he defeated Edelgard while she was a powered-up crest monster. That happened.
So,
Yeah.
if Rhea could take
Of
on the
course.
Javelins of Light, Dimitri should be at a similar level. So, let's find out how strong a Javelin is.
In Vogelin's lore, several javelins decimated a forest, forming the Valley of Torment. However, the exact number of javelins used to create the valley was never given, making the power of an individual javelin unclear.
But we do know the Javelins in this attack were supposed to hit the Garrigmok Monastery, until the goddess Sothis noped them away and they hit the forest instead.
We also know that the Javelins of Light are not limitless, with typically no more than 6 being used at once, even against structures similar in size to Garrigmok.
So, if a similar amount were used in the attack that made the valley, each Javelin would pack a payload that's over 3 gigatons of TNT.
Even if we severely
Jesus!
overhauled this and said the destruction was
Because-
divided between 10, 50, or even 100 different Javelins of Light, surviving 2 Javelins would still be greater than the best of Guts' feats, even scaled to the Sea God. Guts'
Damn.
persistence meant he wouldn't go down easy, but against Dimitri's inhuman strength, devastating abilities, and fervent willpower, it was just a matter of time before the vengeful king wore through him.
Saying it makes me berserk, but Guts could only go so Faerghus.
The winner is Dimitri Alexandra Blathid.
Congrats! The Fire Emblem! Pause! Pause. Let me make sure this is recording again. The sound is good. Okay. Oh, that was a cool fight! At first I was weirded out because Guts' model felt weird. I know he's taken from a game, whatever. But like, I feel like the texture in his armor, it didn't like render properly, so you have like a huge difference in texture between Guts' skin and the rest of his armor and his suit, and notably his like his glove, like his band-aid glove, is like white as snow. If I remember correctly, that was the issue I noticed during the sneak peek. But oh god, there was so much shit going on. What an interesting ending. Like, wow, that put me on the edge of my seat. Like, I was truly feeling that Dimitri would die when the Berserker armor, like, he wakes up and he fucks him up, but no, he bleeded out, and then oh my god, they both like have their trauma kicking in, their psychopathic tendency, like the savage. We see the savage Beast of Darkness for Guts. That was like really well drawn. This felt incredible by the end. And when he's like, when Guts is in full like Berserker armor, like the texture issue is like completely gone. He looks so good in that armor, god damn it. Oh my god, this fight, the performances on both characters, I can't really say because I'm not a huge fan of these two franchises, so I don't know about Guts' voice, I don't know about Dimitri's voices a lot, but from what I hear from both characters, it was on point, and like the laughter, the maniacal laughter at the end, and then Dimitri trying to protect Guts' soul at the end, fighting some fucking fucking evil demon. It's one of those bittersweet ending, you know, kind of like I would compare it to Tanjiro versus Jonathan Joestar, where it's like, okay, oh fuck, you died, you have a problem, okay, I shall protect you and I shall avenge you. That is, oh my god, that is such a cool death. Such a cool death that he actually bleeded out. Oh my god. That was so intense. And again, like, the both like the ghost of Dimitri's parents and loved ones, and the Beast of Darkness, like, fucking up their minds, and they're just going berserk. It was... Do I call it? Because I know I called Darth Vader versus Obito, but my favorite of this season. I might just go with this one being my favorite of my new favorite of this season. My friendship with Darth Vader versus Obito is over. My new best friend is Guts versus Dimitri. Let's go. The song is amazing too. God's Hand by Brendan Yates is a phenomenal fight. I think it's the quality that lacked in Darth Vader versus Obito, which is why I'm giving this matchup which is why I'm giving this episode the benefit of being superior. The analysis had good jokes. They had good moments. I would have loved if Boomstick and Wiz had a bit more discourse, a bit more arguments about what houses they prefer, because, like, in the Dimitri preview, they have an actual discourse over, like, you know, Idogard did nothing wrong, and I would have loved to see, like, some discourse like that. So it's just my personal overall. This was a very enjoyable. This was a very solid analysis. I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. It was really cool. It was really enjoyable. Anyway, and with all of that being said, oh my god, this fight put me on the edge of my seat. I really. The skill again! I was so scared that I was gonna lose, that Dimitri was going to die, but no. No. Really got me that battle. Even though I'm still gonna say those fantasy nuke were mighty sus. You should have talked about it. You should have talked a little bit about it before talking about Guts versus Dimitri. Just a little bit. Alright. Now, making sure everything is recording again, sorry. Now, next time on Death Battle, let's just jump in. 3, 2, 1, clip.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We have a new video releasing every 2 weeks this year. And click the join button to get
please, not a returning combatant, please.
Even see death battles before anyone else, so don't miss out.
Next time on Death Battle, oh, it's black and white. Martian Manhunter and Dr. Oh, the Silver Surfer. Oh. Huh. You know, I've always, like, both Martian Manhunter and Silver Surfer, they were both characters that I've always wanted to see in Death Battle. I never imagined them against each other, if that makes sense. Huh. I am very neutral about this, I mean, I guess we're gonna have to learn about we get to learn about the power cosmic. It's kind of neat. And apparently Martian Manhunter is OP as fuck, so I would love to see that. I also there's also something I want to say about this that is kind of a recurring joke about this this entire channel, about this reaction series. That is, damn it, Marvel vs. DC again. Phoenix versus Raven again. God damn it! Why do you have a Marvel vs. DC right after a very cool fantasy fight? Oh, we're right back into it, are we? God damn it. Phoenix vs. Raven wasn't enough, apparently. I don't even know what to say anymore. Oh, God. I wanna be excited about next times. I wanna be excited about next times, but oh fuck, for something I completely forgot about this entire reaction. Oh no, I forgot to come up with a question of the day. Oh no. Question of the day. What is your house in Fire Emblem Freesome whatever? I know what I said. Well, anyway, that is the question of the day. Answer in the comments. Anyway, that was Thorak at your service. Thank you for watching this reaction. Let me know what you thought of this death battle in the comments below. If you liked this reaction, if you thought it was funny or unfunny, you can still like it. You can still share it to your friends, your families, your foes. Maybe that'll annoy them. You can subscribe and hit the bell. I'm gonna do a fan art about Martian Manhunter versus Silver Surfer. I am absolutely not going to be as passionate as I was with Guts versus Dimitri, but it's okay, I guess. And with all that being said, yeah, I'll see you next time. That was Thorak at your service. See you.